Dear students, welcome to our CCS online class today. I'm Shahed Mahmood, your English teacher. I hope you are fine. We are also fine by the grace of Almighty. In fact, in this pandemic situation, our online classes are going on in full swing. Our teachers are doing very hard work for all of you, dear students. And I think that from these online classes, not only you, but also the students of all of the country will be benefited a lot. I believe it. So, our Honorable Headmaster is also very much committed. In fact, he is also trying with all of us to teach you online. So today, my dear students, just I'm with you to give you some ideas about bar chart writing. In my previous class, I gave you some ideas on how to develop your ideas in graphs and charts writing. Today, I will try to give you some practical ideas how you can develop your bar chart writing, especially though there are some types of graphs and charts. For example, I told you before that there are bar charts, there are pie charts, there are line graphs. So these are very common things that you see usually in your SSC exam and also in your HSC exam also. So just in fact, I have written some information here beforehand so that I can just finish my class in time. So you see that in my question I have written here female unemployment rates in the 4 countries of the UK in 2013 and 2014. This is our question. In bar chart or in pie chart or in line graph, at first what you will do is that just you should look at the question. So our question is the female unemployment rates in the 4 countries of the UK in 2013 and 2014. And I have drawn a bar chart for you on the board. The bar chart, I think you can see it very clearly. So now let me just give you some outlines how you can develop your ideas. At first, whenever you see the question, just try to think how you can develop your ideas in a very systematic way. The systematic way is that at first analyze the question. That means you will analyze the question, then you will go for important features. That means what are the important features in your graph, then paraphrase the question, okay, and you will go for overview, and just after writing overview of your charts, any kind of charts, then you will go for body paragraph 1 and body paragraph 2. So you see, in a bar chart or in a pie chart or in a line graph, we can write at least 4 paragraphs, no problem. Okay, because in every paragraph you will have to give your very specific ideas. Okay, so just think how you can cope with the question. In this bar chart, if we start writing, if we start writing, at first we will have to write the title. For example, in this bar chart, the title should be Female Unemployment Rates in the 4 countries of the UK in 2013 and 2014. I have written the title. So this is also a question. But your title should be short. And now, when we start writing, at first we go for introduction. That means paraphrasing of your question. So from this bar chart, what should be your introduction? In the first sentence, what you should write? The first sentence should be the bar chart or the given bar chart shows the unemployment rates among women, as we have told here, female unemployment rates. So it is the bar chart. So, but the introduction would be the bar chart shows the female unemployment rates in the 4 countries of the UK in 2013 and 2014. Okay, so this would be our introduction sentence. Okay, and with introduction you can write also another sentence also. For example, in which country the rate increased and which country the rate decreased. For example, in England, we see that in England, the rate was a bit higher than Scotland, and also it was higher from these 2 countries, for example, Wales and Northern Ireland. So we can write here in another sentence, from this graph or from this bar chart we see that the female unemployment rate was higher in England than from other 3 countries. We can say it. So after writing introduction, we will go for overview. So what do you mean by overview? In my class, I told you several times, though in class 9 we couldn't take too much classes, but in class 10, the students who are in class 10, I think you have become familiar with this kind of writing. So in overview, you will go for highest and lowest. For example, in this bar chart, among the 4 countries, you see that in England, the female unemployment rate in 2013 was 6.8%. Okay. So after this country, in the second position, the country which is in the second position, it is Scotland. It was Scotland. Scotland is in the second position. For example, in 2013, the rate of female unemployment was 6.1%, and in 2014 it decreased. So in your overview, you can go for just giving your information about England, which is, you see, in 2013 6.8% and 2014 6.5%. We can write it. And in Scotland it was 6.1% and 6.7% in 2014. We can go for overview comparing these 2 countries, because these 2 countries you see in these 2 countries the rate was higher than other 2 countries. So it can be your overview. We can write overview comparing these 2 countries. Okay, it is my suggestion for you. And now, after writing overview, as I told you before, you will go for body paragraph 1 and body paragraph 2. For example, now for body paragraph, what you should do? For body paragraph 1, now you see that among the 4 countries in Northern Ireland, the rate just went down. It became 4.6% in 2014 in Northern Ireland. So after that, in Wales, we see that in 2014, Wales also just saw the rate just a bit down from the previous year. That means it became 5.0% in 2014. That means in Northern Ireland, we are writing body paragraph 1. In body paragraph 1, we will go for now the rate which went down, and in Northern Ireland it became 4.6% in 2014, and in Wales in 2014 it became 5.0%, whereas it was a bit higher. The rate was higher in 2013 with 5.6% in Northern Ireland and 5.4% in Wales. The rate was 5.4% in Wales. Okay, so you can compare in your body paragraph. You can compare these 2 countries with one another. So now in body paragraph 2, what can we write? For example, in our if we go for another comparison in our body paragraph 2, then we can write in Scotland. In Scotland, the rate was 2013 the rate was 6.1%, and in 2013 the rate was 6.8% in England, and in 2014 the rate was 6.7%, and the rate was 6.5% in 2014 in Scotland. In this way, just you can develop your ideas. In fact, we see that among the four countries, the 2 countries actually saw the decrease in their female unemployment rate, which are the countries are Wales and Northern Ireland. So among the 4 countries, the 2 countries actually, Wales and Northern Ireland, they saw decrease in their female unemployment rates. Okay, so now let us come to a conclusion how we can develop our ideas in bar chart writing. In my next class, I will give you some ideas about pie chart writing, but the system would be the same. So what would be the system? The system would be just after reading the question, you will analyze it. Then you will go for important features. Then you will just remember the 4 paragraph strategy. That means you can write 4 paragraphs. Then you will paraphrase the sentence for your introduction. Then you will go for overview. That means highest and lowest. Okay. For example, here where the rate became highest and where the rate became lowest. Okay, in this way. But here we have compared actually in our overview. We have compared 2 countries with one another, England and Scotland, in our overview. And after writing overview, you will go for body paragraph 1, and after writing body paragraph 1, you will go for body paragraph 2. Okay, so in this way, dear students, I think you can develop your ideas. So today all for now. I hope that in my next class, I will give you some very basic ideas about how you can develop a pie chart with just by following the same system. Okay, so we have just followed here. We have followed here one strategy. It is called 7-step strategy. Just let me just write it, 7-step strategy. Before coming to conclusion, just I am giving you final ideas about it. That means 7-step strategy. What is it? Analyze the question. Just look at the important features. Then 4-paragraph strategy. That means you can write at least 4 paragraphs. Paraphrase. So when you start writing, paraphrase the question. Then it is 1, it is 2, it is 3, it is 4, then 5. 5, just I am writing here. 5, overview. That means where the rate became highest and where the rate became lowest. Okay, overview. And 6, body paragraph 1. Body paragraph 1 and 7, body paragraph 2. So in this way, just you can draw a conclusion in your writing. And this is the system which is followed in IELTS exam also. So it would be better for you if you write in a very systematic way. At first a title, then introduction, then overview, then body paragraph 1, then body paragraph 2. In this way, you can write at least 4 paragraphs in any kind of bar chart, pie chart, or line graph writing. So thank you all. Today all for now. I hope to see you again in my next class. And just if you face any problem, then you can write. You can write in your problem in our inbox, in Collegiate School page inbox. You can write it, and after just seeing your problems, then we will go for solutions. So thank you all. Stay home, stay safe.